back. Give it a rest, mate.
I think we're live, people.
We're
I think we are live. It's all good. Jack will calm down in a little while. I've just got to find where I am. Here we go. That's where we are there, and we can see live stream. And we have 10 viewers currently watching, apparently.
Hi.
Hi. So if you are watching, can you give us a shout out down in the chat just so we know that everything is up and running properly? Boo. Oh, g'day, mate. How's it going? So we've got a bit of a delay through our streaming software and YouTube, so we might be a little bit disjointed. Bianca's just waving hello now. That was a while ago. So well, now let me find my streaming software. We're always so professional with these streams, as you all know. How's it going, Paul? I'm just going to grab my little bit of a list. Let me reach here in front of the camera. We were actually going to be doing this out there in front of the fire tonight, but technical difficulties. Couldn't get the booster. There's Jack. Hello, Jack. And we do have a peanut gallery with us tonight, but they're busy doing other bits and pieces. Staying warm on the couch. So, yes. So, let's say good day to people. Paul, Simon, Julie. I make up for 4. You're not that big, mate. Naomi, Carlos. Hello from Perth. Hi from Melbourne. D Craft. So, sorry if I mispronounced any names out there, folks. But yeah, today's video is just a bit of a catch up on our first 6 months on the farm. How long has it been? Just over. It's about 7 months now. We moved in late November, early December, from memory. Yep. Yep. Also, too, let us know if the audio is coming through okay in the chat as well. We're not too used to this Blue Yeti thing here yet, and used it a few times. So yeah, we've been in here about 7 months. And g'day Shane and Brad. Yeah, so we've been in here about 7 months, and it's been a bit of a slow go, really, hasn't it? Well, we've done a lot of stuff, but
we've had a lot of distractions.
We've had a lot of distractions. We've yeah, to begin with, we had the electrics go in the house. That was the first cab off the rank. The electrics worked some of the time in some places.
Oh, the first one was the floods.
Oh, the floods. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, the floods did a little bit of creative earthwork on the farm, on the g'day Corky's bees. The floods did a bit of creative earthworks on the dams. Cut us off, yeah, a number of times. Then the electrics, we had someone come around to inspect the electrics, and there were some switches hooked up using earth wire, which probably wasn't, the earth wire wasn't activating the switch, but they've just taken a shock, extended the wire involved with a piece of earth wire, which technically you shouldn't be doing. So they had to, the Sparky had to replace a fair bit of wire. I don't know if Jack is coming in from there. Hi from Ipswich. Met you when you bought the rib fillet. Ah, how's it going, Keith? Yeah, Yank and I remember chatting to Keith with the coolers. Yeah, g'day, mate. G'day, Kerry. Yeah, so we had to get some wiring redone on the house. That was fun. We've still got some bits and pieces, like we're running on lamplight here at the moment, and the light outside under the deck. Because the 2 fans down here, the lights should work. They don't. They hum. They go bright and then dim, and then they don't work. So the Sparky told us not to use it until we can afford to replace them. Yeah, and there's one power point that doesn't work. So if you want to remove the squeaker from him, we'll take it. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, so the electrics are safe. The house is now grounded. There's now earth, sorry. It wasn't earthed correctly, and the sheds weren't earthed.
No, in the slab in the center.
No, that's here on the house. It was earthed, but encased in concrete. Up there, it wasn't even connected. He rammed another 8-foot long copper rod down. or brass rod, whatever they ran down. Anyway, that's all sorted now. Evening, guys. Hello, Hammers. Hammered. Red to red, black to black, qualified Sparky. Well, that's what it should be, not green and yellow. So yeah, yeah. We had wires in the office. Just quickly, we had wires coming over the top of a copper water pipe to a plug outlet, and he just removed all that and just stuck a blank face against the wall. So yeah, hopefully there'll be no more issues with that. Anyway, we're going to get Jack back at some point, get some more work done. So that was done. Pest inspection. That was another big concern because we've got a termite barrier around the house, and that looked all good. So
are we worried about when the building and pest guy originally looked at the receipts, he said that's too cheap for their top up.
Yeah, so we had one of the guys actually he was an apprentice when they put in the termite barrier trench, and he worked on putting the trench in, so he knew the trench was there and it was done properly. So he said he actually looked in the fuse box, and it's been done by a reputable person. So he's confident that it has been done correctly. So whatever their arrangement with the pest controller was, well, that's up to them. Yeah. So that's what hit us up. Unfortunately, Jack got bitten by a red belly. That was a very expensive vet lesson. So yeah, we've Mr. Uranus and Mr. Real. We basically
that ate into the
that ate into the tractor fund and the dam fund and all the rest of it. And and unfortunately, Bianca's father passed in the middle of all that as well. So she was running backwards and forwards in his last days, saying goodbye and that sort of thing. And my father's just been, I'm smiling, but yeah, my father's been placed into aged care due to declining dementia. So yeah, it's the best place for him. I'm just naturally smiling, so I'm sorry, probably comes off a bit weird. I get nervous, I smile a lot. Yeah, so I'm actually going to see Dad this week. I need to go down and do some bits and pieces because I'm his power of attorney. So that's why there's no video this week. Plus, dying computers and whatnot don't help. Yeah, so anyway. Yeah, so we've had a few things go wrong in our first 7 months.
Yeah, it's been fun.
But we're happy, like waking up every morning, watching wallabies bound across the front yard. Watching the bird life, insane amount of different birds we've never seen before. And we get proper riders here, not those scruffy bin chooks in Brisbane. Ours look very, very dignified. And they come with black tuxedos up here. The new discovery. Oh yeah, we found our first scorpions. That was fun. Kira and I were going out looking for firewood. I've got a little UV ultraviolet light. I need to dig around. It's still in a box I haven't unpacked, and then go and try and get some footage of them crawling around at night time. So yeah, that was pretty cool. They're not really deadly here. They just give you one heck of a bite. Over here in Australia, hours of pain. Yeah, so they're not something that will kill you, but yeah, you still don't want to be bitten by them. So yeah, that was a bit of a shaky start, but we're still really happy. Hey, like wouldn't be anywhere else.
There's no regret.
No regrets whatsoever. It's just a little bit of a slower start.
Bit of anger and a lot of swear words, but
yeah, we're over that now.
Yeah.
We're adults.
Yeah.
Some of us are. Yeah, so we've still got a bit of an extensive to-do list. At the moment, we're tackling the rat tail grass. We have a fairly bad infestation. Bianca's text. Riptorn, is it? Riptail. Yeah, so we still have an infestation we need to look after. We need to do a biosecurity barrier between the paddock and the road, so no seeds can be blown out. We weren't aware of that. We did make inquiries, but yeah, we didn't see that we were supposed to have that zone. So I've been down there with the line trimmer or whippersnipper, whatever you want to call it, brush cutter, with just the cord though, looking after that and creating a 15 metre, it's actually 15 to 20 metre, depending on where I'm whippersnipping, barrier between us and the fence line. So that's almost completed. We've got a couple more weeks before they're coming out to inspect and make sure we're doing the right thing. So
we're just going to do that. on one side.
Yeah, we've got to do a 3 meter barrier on any internal road. So that's I'll do that once I get back from sorting out Dad's paperwork this week and dropping Kira home. So yeah, that's pretty much all going to be sorted. That leads on to tractor. That's another to do. We quite haven't got yet, more about the tractor later, but we do need a tractor to maintain that sort of thing. Also a bucket. There's minor repairs we need to do on the driveway. And there is some repairs we can do on the dam until we can afford our contractor Daniel Lawton to come in and do the work. So we can do minor repairs there at least to tide us over the next rainy season. Fingers crossed we'll get it done before then. We just have to see. Yeah. Yeah, we should be drying off now. We had a little bit of rain last week, 25 mil an inch. It was almost dead on in the gauge. That was over 3 or 4 days.
Everything. Not stopping it.
Yeah, so yeah, they've copped a bit up there, haven't they? Yeah. Firefighting trailer. Oh, so the tractor firefighting trailer we need a firefighting pump. We'll get one of them sorted before next fire season. Basically, a trailer that can take up to about 750 kilos or a metric ton, 1,000 kilos for an IBC and a firefighting pump. So if we do have any outbreaks on the property, we can run around and look after them. Not only that, we need a firefighter pump for when it is dry here, and we need to top up the auxiliary tanks around the house for the gardens and the animals. So we need to pump that up from the dam. So we've got 4 to choose from. So yeah, we just need 5. Yeah, we've got 5. We've got the one out the back. So nice and close to the house. There's plumbing already down from the tanks to those dams down the front. So they'll be the easy choice. We need to sort out some fencing for the goats. Cattle aren't coming yet. We're doing the long wait. The bit of the permaculture premise of stay in a place for at least 12 months, see how the seasons work. We have such weird seasons here that probably should be 2 to 3 years, just to see where water flows when it does rain. Check that box is voluntarily checked. Fires and winds and things like that, so you can actually plan out the design of your farm better. So we're only going to be worrying about electric netting and electric fencing for goats and poultry for the time being, and we'll work out proper and wallaby fencing around the gardens. I want electrified netting for the chickens. We're still playing around with the idea of whether to build the elaborate chook palace or maybe a chicken tractor with electric netting so we can move them around the property. We're still sort of a bit up in the air about that, but the palace has pretty much all been knocked on the head. I think just the expense of the wire at the moment too much, because we'd have to source some new wire. We've got some we could reuse, and I think electric netting overall would work out to be cheaper. We saw some cheap units, 10 kilometre and 20 kilometre units, solar ones at the markets. They're actually selling up and moving to a city block. So that's given me an idea of what things are going for secondhand, and I think we can get a decent one. That one needed an extra battery and bits and pieces, so we decided to pass on that yesterday. Yeah, but fencing needs to be done at least for the goats because we do want to get goats fairly soon. Cattle down the line after we work out with the pasture and fix the rat-tail grass to an extent, and do some things down there, fence off the dams, put in the swales, and do that. Then the cattle go in after that's all sorted. Undergrowth, yeah, and some lantana. Grey water, we need that inspected. That's on the to-do list. We just need it fixed. We could dig it out ourselves, but if we get a plumber here who actually sticks a camera down and knows where water should be flowing, typically in we'll get a plumber in to inspect that, and then maybe later on with the tractor or the excavator on the back try and dig that out. We need a water filter for the house still. We've just got a non-tap one we're still running just because they're cheap at the moment. And we need to fix the tanks, the valve on the tank. That was another reason why we haven't done anything there, because we'll get a plumber out to fix the valve on the tank and then put a couple of valves further on down in line, get a plumber to do that properly. I'm confident I could do it, but I think we just better off getting a plumber to do it.
I'm worried about the line. It's more the taps because the cut-off taps are busted.
One of them is one. We can isolate one 25,000 litre, which is a lot of gallons. One, but we can't isolate the other. It's got an infinite screw on it. So
and when we fix the tap in the laundry, We had to
Oh,
tag team do it really quickly with a bucket underneath the
Yeah.
outlet because there's no cutoff valve to the house.
there's no cut-off
At
valve
all.
at the pump or anything like that. Which I remember when Dad plumbed up our little shack on the farm, there was cut-off valve everywhere. I know Dad is an engineer, over-engineers everything,
Yeah.
but to me it just makes common sense to have a cut-off valve either side of your pump for different reasons, especially on a two-story house. Just catching up with the chat. Oh, yeah, made us cry too. It was a little bit stressful. Jack getting bitten. I'm in the same boat with my mother. It's an uphill battle dealing with aged care facilities. Good luck, mate. Yeah, luckily, our old neighbour works at the aged care facility for where Dad went. So that's down in Ipswich, and yeah, Mum and I toured it. Dina and Mum have been through that. They're happy with it. We're pretty confident that these guys will do the right thing by Dad. So yeah, I'll be going in there to see him not tomorrow, probably Tuesday. So g'day, Insane Tuner. Bit of a shout out to you in a minute. And Jack is a one. So that's the things we've got to do, but still, we're still pretty happy after all that stuff that's still to be done.
It's a challenge and a learning curve.
Yeah.
And I like the learning curve. It's just when you get blindsided by things you're not expecting and then go, oh, we're thinking of that now.
Yeah, and we've got a huge bank of people. Like I come from a farming family, but I left at that age. I'd be pulling your leg and not taking myself seriously if I told you I knew everything about farming. I know first job was to helping the neighbour fence, so I know a few basic straight fencing knots. I know the basic logistics of fencing. Animal healthcare I don't know a lot about other than common sense stuff. The water, I picked up a fair bit doing permaculture bits and pieces here and there. The movement of water and trying to jack-proof it. I'd be kidding myself if I tried to pretend I'm a farmer. So it is a low learning curve. Yeah.
Might have little flash memories every now and then.
Yeah. And there's awesome people, like there's supporters. We've got a number of supporters who've helped us out. Will, Hamish, Darren, friends down in Ipswich, Craig, he's got an earth moving and logistics background. He's been a great help with the tractors. Dean online has put us in touch with a couple, a mate of his up at Waipi who had a small tractor. Still sort of umming and ahhing about. Jack is about to bump. No, he's not. So yeah, many thanks to all those people who have helped us out. Will lent us the drone. Is offering us a sample of chicken feed that he buys in bulk to see if we want to go in with them next time. Offered chicken netting. I really should spend a little bit more time with him and say good day and thank him. He's offered us, Darren's offered us goats down at Harvey Bay. No, you're not playing, we're online. So yeah, thanks to all those people, Hamish and Nicole, they've given us heaps of help with odds and ends and helping us out. So yeah, we've got a supporting cast in the background that are helping us out a fair bit. So for the tractor, also would like to thank Insane Tuner for he went to all the trouble of working out a local quote for us all the way over there in Europe. I think he is in the Netherlands. Correct me if I'm wrong, mate. But yeah, he went and tried to source a bit of a local quote to see how much it would cost just to hire a tractor for me to do it in a day. I'm more than happy to do it with the snipping, although I did put my shoulder out and my fingers went a bit tingly the other day. Bit too much. But yeah, I'm almost finished. So yeah, I'll pretty much just look after it doing it that way. Not using the ride-on lawnmower. It's actually in for a service, a bit more than that at the moment. So yeah, thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. UHI, I did mention in that other one that we were looking at asking UHI for a bit of sponsorship or maybe a plug or here and there. Going off the recommendation of UHI from Tim Thompson channel, he's used mainly the excavator stuff, which apparently works okay, works really well. I've seen a couple of YouTube channels mention they've got UHI and they're all happy with them. We went down and we had a look at one. They came back with an offer that basically free delivery, and we're still umming and ahhing, but we don't think we really have the budget at the moment. to spring for a new tractor from UHR. We've got to have another talk about that. And yeah, we'll get back to them this week. So yeah, we're still on the market for a second-hand one. The problem with second-hand ones is a lot of them don't come with a bucket. We would like at least a bucket. 4-in-1 would be awesome, mainly because the older tractors, once you buy them, you try and source like a 1970s a front-end loader, a 4-in-1 bucket or a bucket for a 1970s David Brown 880 or something like that. Some of the old internationals we've seen, and they cost either they're not around or they cost an absolute arm and a leg. Sometimes as much as this. The price of the tractor, one of the David Browns, and they were down in South Australia, which means they would need to be shipped up here. I mean, a small tractor, we can rent a car trailer, an oversized car trailer, and collect one of them ourselves. But shipping on parts like a front-end loader can be rather expensive from other states. So we're just waiting for the right one to come along. We have seen a few good ones. Like I mentioned, Dean put us on to one of his mates up in the Calliope region, had a little east-west with a slasher on it. Great little, like, just slashing unit. Came with a bucket as well, but we're just sort of umming and ahhing at the moment.
William just said he did his rat's tail and acres, and
Yeah,
2
William.
hours. Be much quicker than a whippersnapper.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, if you want to bring the trailer over, the tractor over, right? Plane. Darren offered to bring his up as well from Harvey Bay, but I've almost got it fixed with the whippersnapper. And to tell you the truth, I'm really enjoying it. I'm catching up on loads of podcasts. Sean Ryan show, been catching up on a bit of that and a few other people online. So yeah, it's been really interesting. Just getting out there and working, listening to the nature as well, and watching the wallabies and the movement of the different animals down the front paddock, watching the trails where they come through the grass. So we know a couple of wallaby tracks through, which means we can probably follow foxes through there. I actually found a pig wallow down the front, where there's a bit of a depression and a lot of water would have stayed. So we know the pigs are down the front and they're hiding in the long grass there. There is a ghost of Kira. So yeah. You can't catch up on podcasts on the track. Oh, yeah. I know you can. Will just said you can catch up on podcasts on the tractor as well. Oh, you guys can see this as well. G'day, Chris. G'day, Queensland Farmer. Chris has his channel, Queensland Farmer. Check it out. He gave us a load of help as well. Actually, buying the property. Should thank the people who are helping us buying the property. Chris was one of the main ones there. Thank you very much, mate. So we would really like Chris to come up here. It's just not a lot to see at the moment, and we can't even tour him around the property because technically we shouldn't be driving over style grass because we need to wash down vehicles after you drive over grass. So yeah, we're just waiting until things get up a bit more set up before we have Chris come up here. We did host Daniel. If you're watching this from wherever you are in the world at the moment, Daniel, hosted Daniel and his family last weekend, and they got a pumpkin. I actually did an aquaponics online consultation with him. Check it out. Consultations, links down below, helping pay the bills. If you're after an aquaponics consultation. So they came up from just west of Toowoomba. They've just bought 40 acres. They bought it a while back, but they got a house on it at the moment. Actually pretty awesome. Going to do a video from there. His half the shed is a house and the other half is an indoor aquaponics because they have a massive problem with possums and wallabies. So I did a consultation with him. Would love to get down there and do a video for the aquaponics side of things on the channel in the very near future. Thanking people and bits and pieces. Yeah.
So there's a few questions.
Okay.
So Freedom Circle says, "Hi guys, will you be digging a pond or ponds for aquaponics at the new time?"
I'm going to do tank culture to begin with. Tank culture mainly because aquaculture wise, you need particular state permits. We can't run jade perch down here. We're too far south. I think I've said before we could have them here. We can't. I was speaking to Bruce, the Aussie perch man, and he said no.
We can't have perching.
No, jade perch.
Oh.
We can have silver perch, and we can
okay.
have tandanus, and we can have barramundi. Barramundi might be an option if we have tilapia in the dams. The barramundi will look after any young. Jack is climbing all over Kira. You can probably see that show.
He just caught her.
Oh, you're right, sweetie. Yeah. Yeah, so as for just an aquaculture pond, no, I don't think we'll be having a standalone aquaculture pond. I am looking at doing some larger tanks. Actually, looking at doing aquaponics for fodder, green fodder for livestock. So that's one of the ideas I've got here. I do have pretty big ideas with aquaponics. I just need to get the other things sorted first.
Mr. Leal, sorry. Any plans for fish anytime soon? Maybe stocking the dam.
Yeah, the dams.
We think that there's big ones in the dam already.
Yeah, we're pretty
don't
sure
know.
there's tilapia because I've seen some circling dentations around the sides of the back dam, and we're pretty sure that one got breached in floods. So there's possible the tilapia have come up into that one, or I've been told that ducks can put the eggs on their legs and stuff like that. Don't you squeak that down here. He's going to get Burko. Yeah, so we could put some silver perch. I'd actually like to stock them with tandanus, and it's not really silver perch, probably some tandanus up here and see how they go. So that's probably something we'll do. Bruce, the perch man, did say that if you do put barramundi in the dam, be prepared that that's the only fish you're going to have. Probably lose a lot of your yabbies as well, and mollusks, because they'll just smash through everything. No, you can have barra. Oh no, we can. I've sussed it out. Yeah. Oh, there's a question. Mr. Angus, when do I get to join your farming life, Bob? Well, should be calling your uncles by Uncle Bob, thank you. And I don't know, mate. We've got other family coming up very soon, so next couple of weeks. But yeah, before you go back to work, mate, we'd like to have you up to do some R&R. No working. Don't want to stuff your knee up again, Angus. But yeah, most definitely welcome to come up for a stay. Yeah, but you need to heal up so you can get back to work. No more riding into bollards. Very silly thing to do. Yes.
Shane says you want a FEL with the Bobcat hitch, not a John Deere hitch. I don't mind.
Front load,
John.
Yeah, no, we're going to get the universal quick release hitch if we can. That's another thing, just so we can go from say forks to the front end loader, to different utensils. We don't want to have to stuff around with pins and all the rest of it. So, hello, Alison. Chris Mack, are you still doing the dam consultation video? Yeah, we are. Here we go. Look at the pose. Look at the posture. Look at the pose. Bianca and I did shoot a walk around. There's probably a little bit out of date now, but I can reuse it ages ago, just after Daniel was here. But we just had, so that was around the time Bianca's old man went downhill. And then we had other bits and pieces go on around here, and I just put on the back burner. I've actually ended up learning about how to make your own topographic maps. So I started to do that. So that's loaded down again. And just recently, my computer just died. So I'm working on a laptop that. Yeah, do you want to take him upstairs and do it upstairs, sweetie? Give him a pig's ear. Jack, want a pig's ear? Want a treat? Go with Kira. He's confused. Yeah, so once I sort out, I've got a new laptop on the way that should be able to handle the editing suite and the programs I use. So it's just a bit of a cheaper option. I'll get that one done, and it will be coming very soon, because we're not just talking about the earthworks that Daniel we want Daniel to do. We're talking about why and the shape of the land and how we can use those contours and things like that. So it's not just us walking around going, yeah, contour here and dam wall here, spillway there. I'm trying to make it a little bit more involved, just as a bit of a learning tool, and also a bit of a reference for us later on as well, so we can do it before and after all this. So hope you hid that squeaker.
He's got a pig's ear, and now he's trying to find out where he's.
Yeah. So yeah, it is coming. It is coming. Gnarly Viking beard. Thank you. I'm actually going for the Ned Kelly more than the Viking, but there is Viking blood in these veins somewhere. So yeah, that's a bit of a catch up with that sort of stuff. And again, yeah, a huge thank you to everyone who's helped out with links to Marketplace and Gumtree and just mates who are selling bits and pieces with the tractors. It looks like budget-wise, we will be going second-hand just at the moment, just with all the different bills that have come through. So yeah, and we're just going to have to wait for that right one. Oh, yeah. well, I said I was going to get to it. The ride-on lawnmower. We've got a trailer for the ride-on lawnmower. I found one out the back of Dad's place. The wheels, I need a couple of 8-inch wheels for it. The lawnmower man was here last week to pick up the lawnmower. Again, the drive, the drive in the axle is basically the hotter it gets, the slower the motor goes. So it's worn out. He's hoping, fingers crossed, John thinks it might just need an oil replacement, filter clean, and then we'll be pretty much all right to go. Worst case, we might be up for a new one, which is what, $1,500 for a new axle and drive. I think he said he can store second-hand ones. I don't know. We had a bit of a chat about it the other day. I actually need to call it tomorrow and work out what's going on there. And then we'll, yeah, once that's done, because I've whippersnipped that front area, I can just continually mow that down with the ride-on lawnmower and keep that under control. It'll be a long day, but I can get it done. Actually, it'll have to be a couple of days because I don't really like running the lawnmower more than an hour and a half, 2 hours at a time. Doesn't like it. So yeah, it'll just be one of those things. I'll just have to keep it under control. We just need to keep the seed heads down. We are looking for anyone who watches this, because I know there's a lot of people who are fanatic about you must kill all rat-tail grass as soon as you see it with glyphosate. We're coming up with a few other ideas. Improved pasture. We've been mowing from the top of the house down to the dams, and we had it really thick just on the other side of the fence there. You can't find it there. It's just through continued mowing, improving the pasture, not grazing it down to dust like the old owners did, and degrading the soil, just leaving all the organic matter there in situ. It's pretty much all gone in one spot in particular where it was really bad.
It's really interesting to see the top of the paddock where you've been mowing is so green and so thick, and the topsoil is starting to come in when we actually, because we're going
walking down what? Oh yeah, we're also doing the compost. Yeah,
holes and stickle.
You don't want animals digging up the meat.
But yeah, then when you go past where the paddocks have been left, they're really dry. Soil still garbage. Still bald patches.
So I dare say a couple of years, if we just wanted to slash the paddocks when they get it, say about 8 inches as the flower spikes on the rat-tail grass first come in, if we were to slash that, big diesel bill, but if we were to slash that repetitively, we would ultimately add the organic matter back to the ground. We'd look at doing some biological additives as well. I really want to do I've forgotten his name.
I don't know then.
Basically, the soil biology course. He was an alumni of mine from my permaculture course, and he's big in America. You guys will probably know. He does a lot of soil biology thing. His soil biology courses posted all the time on Facebook. I can't believe I forgot his name. But anyway, building up compost teas. Yeah, him. I'm going to remember as soon as this finishes. Building up compost teas, indigenous microorganisms, adding it back into the soil, cover crops, different cover crops with mead. I know we've got I'll really need a no-till seeder or something along those lines to do a couple of runs of we can hire them. Just sowing out different pasture grasses down the front. Up the back, I think just slashing or maintain it. Down the front, it was just grazed to dust. A few things like that. There will be some selective poisonings going on.
Yes.
We will be doing some selective poisonings, trialing some different bits and pieces. The nanonic acid, it works for us. I know it doesn't work for everyone. Anything I mowed short around the house, and then down in the center, the crown of the rat-tail grass, clumps about that big, put nanonic acid down in there, pretty much will kill the rat-tail grass. So, no, it's not Steve. He did a lot of interviews with Elaine Ingham. He's always very smiley and raises his voice up and then brings it down. He's done some biochar, the Johnson Sioux biochar. I know if I searched Facebook, I'd be able to find that.
Insane Tuna said measure the pH and if needed, add lime with some of the magnesium.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it. We need to get into the culture of the soil and see what biology is in there, the pH as well. The
lime soil. It's naturally a higher acidic.
yeah. And also to the low calcium and magnesium is a very beneficial soil. Soil with low calcium and magnesium would be very beneficial soil for rat tail grass as well. So no, Kira's in the background trying to help out. No, not Tad Hussey. His YouTube thing is him holding a chook like in a cartoon. I'm gonna kick myself as soon as I remember it. Yeah, the axle, he's actually got the mower at the moment and he's putting it up on ramp stilts and having a look at it. So yeah. Yeah, that's that. Yeah. So whenever it was doing that, it's just been parked. We're not running to death. I melted the dipstick off the screw top. Okay. I did what John told me not to do. I had to do one more patch on. I overheated the mower. John listened. He started nothing. Yeah, he started up the mower. He started up the mower when he was here. He rode it. He said the engine sounds fine. So I did a stupid thing. I do lots of stupid things, but I still have 10 fingers. So not that stupid.
They're not that stupid.
Yeah. Hey man, how's it going, mate?
Jane did ask too, what's the temperatures up here? And I had look, it's currently 15.8
Celsius. Not freedom units, Celsius.
It's going to get down to 7 tonight. They're pretty warm.
Yeah, I had someone in one of my comments today ask, well, no, not Jeff Lawton. He was an alumni of mine, Jeff Lawton. I'm pretty sure he did his PDC the same time as me, Jeff Lawton. Yeah, I had someone comment talking freedom units. What's the kilometre in one of the comments today? With a lot of exclamation marks. So I think he deals in freedom units too. So, yeah, I get funny comments. Yes.
I'm confused.
Don't worry. I just, oh, it's hot.
One way to recognise acidic soil is moss. Moss likes acidic soil. I don't think we're wet enough for moss.
No, the soil drains too freely. Yeah. Far too freely. Do you want to look up permaculture soil microbiology?
Because it's driving you nuts.
It is. I know he did some work with Elaine Ingham as well. Sir, I've been called a sir again. No, it's not the Weedy Garden. He's down at oh no, not that one. Weedy's down Byron Way. They've actually had a PFAS scare. They've been told they're not allowed to use groundwater down there because they've got PFAS in the groundwater. So Matt Powers, hey, thank you, Kara. Yes, can I have a lend of your phone? See, I don't know if you can see, he's holding a chook. Oh, it's not focusing. There we go. He's holding a chook. So, Matt Powers, awesome guy. And look at that grin, mate. This is one happy person. So I'd really like to do his course and just learn a little bit more about the soil microbiology. I wanted to do the Dr. Elaine Ingham one as well, but I think I'll do Matt's first. So
stop writing.
What's your take on the Ellen White tree planting method? I know the name, I'm sorry. Do you want to quickly Google, please? Please. Is that the one where it's multi-species in a single hole? Matt Powers, lol. Who was Dave? Oh no, okay, got you.
Rock malt. Then you've got leaf litter under that, compost under that.
Yeah.
A large thing around the trunk of the tree.
Yep. No, I'm not familiar with that method, mate. I'm actually going to be using Dave, one of our supporters on the last hangout. G'day, Dave and Michael, if you're awake. Dave mentioned he's up in the east coast of America. and he suggested, because I mentioned Bianca likes plums, and we can get tropical plum stone fruit here. He suggested doing a multi-species planting, so dig a massive hole, multi-species in one hole rather than a fruit salad tree, dwarf them, and yeah, try it that way. So it will be more of the big, large square hole. Prepare that first over a period of time. Then probably after a couple of months, then plant out the trees. Do the same with citrus actually, rather than the fruit salad trees that I bought. I've had a number of people say they've had really bad results with fruit salad trees, and I think I would rather plant multi-species in one hole. If they pleach together and form a mega tree, become a fruit salad tree that way, I'll be fine with that. But yeah, I think Jack wants to go out for a whittle walk.
We also got a question from outside of the YouTube land.
Oh, from outside YouTube land?
Ahanu would like to know if we can bring down some more timber. And
Oh.
Josh, and they're both watching.
Oh,
Josh and
g'day,
Ahanu.
Josh, Maya, Ahanu, daughter and partner and housemate. Yeah, we do use it. Not good in clay soil. Yeah, well, we're laughing we don't have clay soil, but we need to put up the organic matter down there to stop the water and nutrients going through. Oh yeah, but it's down there. Yeah. No firewood. Sorry, I'm burning it right now. You jealous? You could come up and enjoy it. All of you, housemates as well. The chainsaw blades. Many acres for camping and bird photography. Film Jack peeing. No, the chainsaw blades, all my chains are blunt. I need to sharpen up the blades on them, and I'm not going to get to it before I come down and deliver Kira tomorrow. So I'm very, very sorry. But I think when Kira might be coming back up again. Kira just finished the course. Celebrate everyone. Yay, she's outside working embarrassed. So she's in between jobs at the moment and finished her course. I'm going to see her exhibition on Thursday and suss that out. And yeah, that should be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's done a graphic design. Diploma. So she's the most highest educated out of all. It's Bianca pointed out. Miss Manager. Yeah, so the problem that I have with Matt Powers is he's a climate denier, and he believes that we need even more CO. I'm not getting into that here. I'm sorry, but the climate's become political, and I don't do politics online. That's for another channel that I'm thinking about starting up, Rob Rants. But yeah, we'll see about that channel down the future. No, we've done no soil tests on the property other than the ones that I've done construction soil wise for Daniel when he wanted to know what soil was used around the dam, and we found that we do have a layer of dispersive clay on the property. So earth it sits above the normal clay layer, so that's why the large dam is brown all the time, because it's actually a layer and it's why the dam walls failed, because dispersive clay was used as a layer. Built the dam wall, the wrong sort of clay. The old owner just didn't know the difference in the clay problem. So that's why it's knocked up. Yeah, so as for growing wise, no, we haven't had any soil tests done as of yet. That's why I'd like to do the Matt Powers course and actually learn a little bit more about it. There is local, because we're in a huge agricultural macadamia, avocado, lychee, citrus, sugarcane, sweet potato. It is a huge regional growing area here, and the people that I use to test my aquaponics water are actually based in Bundaberg, so I can just drive the samples in there, and so I can do get some water samples done, get some soil samples done, and see what they have to say about that. I don't think they're as airy fairy hippy dippy as us with the soil microbiology. They're more looking at elements and the forms the elements are in. I'm just going that little bit further. G'day, Anna. How's it going? As a regular. So yeah, so soil biology wise, we haven't had it tested all for the elements within the soil, but we do know it's very sandy. Daniel was looking at the soil as we dug down, and he said we don't have sandy loam, we have sandy loam. And in some places up here on the hill, it actually looks like it's just we've brought a shovel home shovel home from the beach and just mix it in with the soil. It's that white in certain properties, in certain areas. But then around the Childers area, like when we thought about building in Childers or buying in Childers, we thought, oh, awesome, red volcanic soils. Not a scary of it on our property. Literally, what, 300 meters across the creek?
Yeah.
Not a problem. But here on our property, we're just on the side of the valley that I'd say there's a lot of sedimentary rocks here. The makeup of the rocks is just confusing. Different agates, quartz. There's bits of iron in the rocks that we found in the samples. There's limestone sedimentary rock. Yeah.
Right next to
Yeah. So I dare say, yeah, in many years gone by, this has just had a whole heap of deposits from everywhere put in it, which is good because I just bought a gold pan the other day on sale. There's a camping shop closing down in Bundaberg, so I got a cheap gold pan.
I'm always joking.
I know, but I thought, yeah, I'll go down the creek, get some tips from Davey over in Switzerland. Yeah. So yeah. But just looking at the time, I know our lamb roast is done at 7 p.m. A few Aussies out there. No Tom Cruise. No Tom Cruise coming for dinner, but we do have a lamb roast. Hey, Joe. Oh, okay, so we've got a little bit longer. Yeah, so if anyone does have any questions, feel free to throw them down the bottom. Quartz and iron, have we been panning? Yeah, that was a little bit slow coming to my feed, Will, so I think you're about to get the answer for that. Not yet. But you're welcome to come out if you want to have a crack as well. Just if we find, yeah, we've got a big property. If we find a big, yeah, but now you can't see the fire properly. You just see it. I wanted to set the background. Yes, but if anyone does have any questions, throw them down below. Hey, had a couple of them. Oh yeah, no, I did. Berkeloid, yeah, supporter Berkeloid. G'day, mate. And actually, Anthony, another supporter of sorts, likes to send me memes and funny messages and laughs about the size of my guns because he's got a Win Mag. Yeah, 300. Yeah, Berkeloid. And Anthony said questions. Have you any plants up from Ipswich? If not, what are your plans there? We have brought some up. They're in pouches and wicking barrel in a little wallaby-proof area. Wallabies, the amount we get in the front paddocks here during the night, yeah, we're not leaving plants out in the open. And he goes on to suggest that because of the size of the pumpkin in the pig pen, that the soil would be fertile. Yeah, but the wallabies, we've seen wallabies nests in there, wallaby poo in there.
Right next to where the clearly over 20.
Yeah.
In that area, so there'd be a lot of.
Oh yeah, through
Yeah,
into the big pen one as well. Yeah,
for the pumpkins.
and in the actual veggie area out the back there, we could plant, but the greenhouse is just degraded to like powdery plastic, and we're not going to grow in powdery plastic soil. Sorry, we just. I know some people just don't care about that sort of thing, but I think the science is still out on how bad those microplastics will affect things down the line. Does Bianca's work, and she looks into that. Yeah, so we're going to use that area as a storage area, and we'll be growing in wicking beds anyway, and we will be buying in soil to begin with, in wicking pouches and barrels, and then we've got enough organic matter on the property. I think we can make our own compost and blend it with soil from where it's nice and rich and build up our own.
Rotting trees out the back.
Yeah, we can make up our own soil, so we're not too worried about that. It'll just be slow. That's why we're going to concentrate on hydro and aquaponics to begin with, just for our main food. Yeah, so that's what's going on there. I know I keep saying I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that with the Hucho buckets, but seriously, every 5 minutes I sit down and go, right, what's next? Something else happens, and yeah, I get called away, and it's a long drive between here and where I got to go, a day or two at least. And Kira's lost the ranch to the dog. So yeah, things, you can see that play out there. Yeah, so I will get around to it. It's just, yeah, finding the time to enclose the area and all that. Nothing's quick. And there's a lot of cheap food. We checked out the Shalom markets in Bundaberg today. If you're in the Bundaberg area, great fruit and veg in there. Bought some avocados from the farmer direct. Always got to help those guys out. So we will get there with the food. How do we find Starlink? Were there any NBN options, or was Starlink the only one? The old owners had, I think, Star Mesh or Sky Mesh or something, which is the Telstra NBN Skynet.
Not Sky.
She said it was Sky Mesh, I think it's Sky Mesh. She said she was getting megabytes a second down, so they ended up getting a 4G booster. We don't get 4G here on a good day. You have to one leg in the air and bite your tongue to get a picture uploaded through text. So she got a 4G booster and had it plugged in upstairs. And apparently it's a 300-meter radius around the house at $1,200, $1,300. So we haven't bought that at the moment because we've got the Starlink.
Well, the Starlink's pretty good.
Yeah.
The only time I ever had
we've had two interruptions.
one was when it was
raining. We were walking through water.
Thick
Yeah.
cloud cover, and I had to turn the camera off in a meeting I was in, and the other time Rob decided to move the Starlink
Oh yeah, and I didn't
while mowing while I was in the middle of a meeting. That was fun.
Yeah, and we had a blackout along with the rest of the world, or at least Australia and certain parts of America last week. I think it was for half an hour. I mean, we had Telstra broadband fall out for longer than that. Don't argue with the dog. So yeah, pretty much will just Starlink. It's just the way to go for us. Well, I am looking at getting a 4G booster though for around the house, just for when visitors come, mainly because they're not going to use my unlimited Starlink. That's not there. So put that on the fridge. Yeah. Is there more questions? There's some more Starlink.
That was my next question.
Yeah. No, I've got going to finish off Starlink.
Sorry.
I've only seen photos of this dish on the grass, and this is where Anthony gets up me as well. Why haven't you stuck it on the roof yet? But the reason why is because Starlink has this little thing that shows you where the interruptions to the reception are, and we have a big one from that tree, the tree that the aquifer is connected to, that runs from the not aquifer, what do they call it? Aqueduct. The great aqueduct runs from the house to the water tanks. There is a video coming on the aqueduct. We basically our water from the house to the water tanks was suspended from a tree using some baling wire. We've fixed that up. It's ridgy ditch now, but we'll bring that in a video once I can edit on a computer again.
It's been rebuilt.
It's been rebuilt better than ever. $6 million aqueduct. But that tree that holds that blocks the reception for Starlink. So if we stuck it on the house, so that's why it's away from the house that way. And yeah, it's working fine on the ground. We're getting anywhere up to about 150 megabits down during the day, and at night it goes faster, but I don't really check it. So yeah, it suits us fine. So, but once that tree is lopped, and we will be killing it because the roots interfere with the water to the house, and also too, it's a risk of falling on both the house and the shed in the storms. A lot of dead branches. So yeah, it will be going. So Starlink will eventually end up on the roof. I mean, we could just stick a big pole in the ground out there if you wanted.
If we keep it the stump high enough, we can just put
Starlink on the stump, and then we'd be sorted. So yeah, also the Starlink. How much of the property have we explored yet? Are there still areas you haven't been through? There's a lot of what we haven't been through. Mapping the terrain with making the topographic map I was talking about ages ago.
Did you do that?
No, that's to do with the earthworks video. Will you be quiet?
When we went through.
Oh no, we filmed Lost in the Outback video. We were following
up
birds
and
I do have the footage.
Fallen trees and logs and going, wow, we're so far into it. And no.
See, someone's the daughter of a rigger, so it'd just be bleep, bleep, bleep.
Well, no.
Yeah. It was very spectacular fall, I must say. I did go on camp. Anyway. We haven't explored everything, but looking at the map, there's some pretty steep areas out the back. I'm thinking, because we do know there are some small caves just down behind the dam, down the back that the old owner filled in, as you do. They actually had water running through them. So we know that there is, we do have the topography for caves on the area. There is another area we'd like to explore a bit more that was used as a dump by the owners, previous to the owners we bought from. We'd actually like to clear that place up, pick up the old microwaves and the rubbish that's down there. I think there's a stove
There's an
down
air
there,
conditioner
air
down there.
conditioner, we'd clean up that area. But there are some really cool rocky outcrops we'd like to look at. But we pretty much will just stay to the track for the time being. From here all the way down to the back of the property where Angus is going to live underneath the power lines. So yeah, hope you're still watching, Angus. So haven't really explored a lot. Is there a perimeter fence or nothing between you and the neighbouring blocks? Between us and our neighbours, there is a fence. He's a cropper and also has cattle. He's had, well, last time I chatted, he had 3 calves. And he had another 5 on the way. They also do breed draft horses and do cropping out the back for their business. Dodgy way down the back. And if his cattle would have come into our property, we wouldn't care.
Well, they have.
Yeah, they have. And I keep meaning to say when we speak to him, if he ever wants to run them under the trees, he's quite welcome to. But he's got 360 plus acres. I think he backs onto a national park, so he's pretty sorted.
Dam is the size of it.
Yeah, his dam. They run jet skis on their dam, so for recreation. He's up. He keeps the fences up, but I have told him if he ever needs a hand doing any fencing or work around the place, just give me a hoy. So I'll always help out.
Yeah, some of the fence line.
Yeah,
to fix bits, but down the other side, there's probably no real point in fencing it because it's the creek.
It's the creek, yeah.
And the creek runs from the front of the property all the way.
It runs to the end. It runs because it forms the edge of the property.
Yeah, it cuts through the property though too.
Yeah, on a little bit, yeah.
Where the billabong is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. And it's drop.
The old owner said that they did adjust. Hope you're enjoying the slideshow. The old owners did adjust sections of it, and the people ran fences through there, and they got wiped out twice. And they stopped adjusting. The people who adjusted built the fences, and they got wiped out twice. So we have seen a number of star pickets we could probably save, but yeah.
It's a big paddock fencing, realistic.
Yeah, we really don't want to run too much. There's about 10 to 15 acres behind the house under trees that has fairly good grass that we could run goats and cattle in, and they had previously.
Trees, but I wouldn't want the effort.
Yeah, no, not for the amount of cattle we want, and to run them up in between and all the fencing. We only want ideal. 5, yeah. So we're running 5 plus offspring, so 10 head all up, and we'd probably cull it 18 months to 2 years.
Yeah, I don't want to have to worry about bringing in food. Just manage
aquaponic fodder, my dear.
So big. You see how much it can?
Yeah, I know. So down the back, we're pretty much all nature reserve. Once we get the rat tail grass sorted and a clear biosecurity zone from the front of the property to the camping sites, we'll have camping in certain areas, but we really don't want to have campers come to the property when you've got rat tail grass because there's a biosecurity issue, and we'd be roasted online. I've seen how petty some people get online over rat tail grass. I saw one YouTube creator post short of a regenerative farmer who basically said he has rat tail grass, and he lets the rat tail grass, keeps it short so the cattle can eat the regrowth. And you should have seen the trolls hop on, and you should poison that, you should kill that, you should do that. It's your fault there's rat tail grass. No, the government brought rat tail grass into Australia as a fodder crop. Apparently, I was speaking to a guy the other day, and the trial block was just north of Bundaberg. So the government brought it in as a trial, and now
demanding that
we look after it, which is fine. I don't mind looking after it because it is bad for animals' teeth. It's not a good weed. It's invasive. It ruins pastures. No problem with that, controlling it. But yeah, some people just go over the top. If you can control using animals, why not? And he's responsible.
Really fitting question from Shane.
Yes.
Are you getting back into mushrooms now that you're good again?
I found a local mushroom dealer today at markets. In fact, I will give him a screw because he was a really nice guy. Kira, can you find my wallet? It's wherever I left it. Shh, don't say that. People come and steal it out of the cars that we don't want. I'm not a mess. Yes.
Rowan also asked, what chickens are you running? Any specific breed?
We've got
So
Tuk Tuk as an ISA, and we got City Hippie Chickies.
Divas.
Divas.
We've got mum's two divas.
Yeah, she's
very fluffy.
Very fluffy.
And I think a bit shocked.
Yeah, so Hill Valley Produce. Flip the camera around if you want to see that. Blair Hill, he grows specialty mushrooms, shiitake, assorted oysters, king browns, black king oyster.
King oyster.
King brown. That's a snake.
We don't want them.
Black king oysters. He is grow your own. He's just north of. Yeah, he did lime mains. For you folks who don't know, I acquired an allergy to oyster mushroom spores because I was a wombat and stuck my head in the grow room while they were spawning, and I have a really bad reaction. It knocks me flat on the butt for a period of time. Like a flu. Well, it came at the start of COVID, so it was awesome walking around Ipswich coughing and spooking everyone. But no, it was to do with that. And yeah, it's similar to farmer's lung. So I spoke to him today about it, and he recommended just harvesting them as soon as they fruit, and I could get away with it, which is common sense and what I was thinking myself anyway. But he said lion's mane might be a go, even though they're a smaller fruiting body. They will grow here. Used to know a guy who was telling me they had to be cold, but yeah, no, it's apparently we can grow them here, and he grows them quite successfully. He had some for sale, and he had one kit left. But I thought, no, I'll work out something proper first. Got a list that I got out earlier that I should probably attend to before I look at doing something properly again. So, what veggies or fruits you guys growing at the moment? Wild pumpkins and tomatoes.
Wild brain tomatoes.
Yep. I have curry tree, Okinawan spinach, 2 different gingers, no turmeric as of yet. I will bring that up this time. Pineapple, growing a pineapple.
Oh.
Yeah. It's right out the front of the blooming thing. Blueberries are up here. They're fruiting, but they're not looking too good. I think they got rather shocked on their trip up here, actually. I think we may have lost Grandma Blueberry because they've come from basically the transport up 4 hours. They were enclosed. They didn't lose their leaves, but as soon as they came up here, they just started to drop their leaves straight away. They've been trying to rehabilitate them. What else? We got nasturtiums in there, but we don't really eat them that much. Actually, only when we want to show off to visitors. I don't like them. Yeah, we got aloe vera. We've got some warrigal greens growing, but nothing really harvestable at the moment out of that. What, Kira? Oh, yeah, Mum's comfrey's up here as well. It's just, you can eat it. Yeah, but we don't eat comfrey. But yeah, we've got bits and pieces on the grow. The main things we've eaten so far are the tomatoes. Pumpkin, no, because we're still eating Hamish and Nicole's from the Naughty Goat Farm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so actually we're having some with the lamb. It's 7 o'clock. Veggies during winter, we go to typically the Asian greens, the brassicas. Go and grow some brassicas for Bianca. I'm just into greens now the most. And peas. Bianca likes the snow peas. She got some snow peas or snap peas, sugar snap peas from the markets today to go with the roast. Yeah, so that sort of thing will grow through winter. I was hoping the ginger would survive, but no, it's all died off. What else? Yeah, just seasonal stuff, basically. And again,
really well,
yeah, tomatoes do okay through the winter, and also capsicum. And it's warmer here than Ipswich, so we can peas and beans, yes. Bianca's on dinner duty. Yeah, so they're the sort of things we like to pretty much all grow. There's a pumpkin from the vine there. Pulled him in. This is the next one to be munched on. I was about to watch your video after the insane tuner up. Yeah, plug Queensland Farmer. Queensland Farmer posts a lot more regularly than I. On that, I will be posting again a lot more regularly soon. Just waiting for my computer. I do have a fair bit of footage on the aqueduct and some other bits and pieces I've done, pulling down the fencing and whippersnipping down the front using the drones and bits and pieces. So actually, no, I deleted the drone footage. But I can make some more of that. So yeah, there will be fencing videos coming and other bits and pieces. It's just trying to get that video sorted. Hence the impromptu live tonight. It was only supposed to go for half an hour. So yeah, videos coming. But yeah, go watch Queensland Farmers videos. He's just a little bit south from us and has some really good farming style videos on water and reclaiming. I've got 10 minutes. Reclaiming some dud soiled areas around driveways through the paddocks and that sort of thing. What's your power like? Will you go solar batteries? We've got a back to grid solar on. We've only had rebates from the 2 bills that we've had so far. I was speaking to a local solar guy and he recommended getting about another 10 to 13 kilowatts of panels, which we've got load shed space for before we go to batteries. So we are looking at that, but there's a few big bills beforehand that we need to save up for before we do that. But yeah, if there's government rebates, we might look into doing that. Hope you're drinking quietly there, Jack. So yeah, Ram, that's pretty much what we'll do. Oh, sorry, Aussie. Oh, what's your power back? Sorry. Oh, both of them, both are. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we'll do there. The battery, the solar fencing will pretty much all stick with that. I was looking at doing mains. I actually answered Raymond, I think it was, if I remember the name correctly. He mentioned, well, we talked about it, and I said mains because it's more reliable. But then looking at reassessing our chicken movements, we might be better off with solar. So maybe run when we do cattle cell grazing, we'll run a mains because we'll get a mains box put down the road. In the paddock. But we'll work it out down the line. How many acres do we have? We have 166 acres. About 40 of it is cleared, and about the rest is bush. About we can graze under probably about another 40-ish. Actually, we could graze it all if we wanted, but we want to try and repair it and let it go back to wild. Out the back where it looks fairly pristine regrowth, not much lantana or weed growth, if any. We could probably graze about another 30-ish, 30 to 40. Yeah. But yeah, not continually graze. It'd be once a year type thing. Yeah, about 160.
Yes, the mushroom man does
he? Yeah, he does. Yeah, that's where we saw him today, Will. He was at Shalom. So yeah, we'll be going there again. Hi to India. I'm saying hi to India. I'm saying back hello. Hey, Manu. Love the videos waving from the States, Wyoming. G'day, Wyoming. Shout out to the homie on the red leather couch. Jack, getting belly rubs at the moment. He's a pampered little boy. I think you do now in certain respects and other respects. Now, I know you can't sell your chicken eggs anymore unless, yeah, who's going to look and what you're registered as a farm. I know they're pushing for all animals to be registered for movements and things like that. Yeah, so I think I dare say honey, the way they're going with honey and they're trying to ruin it with the fire ant baiting at the moment. I dare say honey will be an issue, will be regulated soon. Eggs are definitely regulated. Dairy is regulated. You can't have any unpasteurized milk here in Australia. So yeah.
Meat management is.
Yeah, meat is meat. We can do farm kill. It can't leave the property, so we can't sell that unless we go through an authorised abattoir and all the rest. We'd probably get a country kill butcher anyway, so it'll all be done legit and clean. We're just not going to shoot a cow in the paddock and cut it up then and there on the dirt. So,
no, but we can do it here.
Yeah, we can do our own. We can't. The meat can't leave the property.
Yeah.
just like if you're in the backyard chickens and you got a rooster, and you can lock your rooster and you can do it in the backyard. It was pointed out to me, I can do an aquaponics course. I can kill a jade perch at that course, show people how to dispatch humanely. For you people who think I'm going to bludgeon it when I said kill, people are weird. I can dispatch a jade perch and clean it, dress it up, or I can cook it, but I can't serve it to people attending the course. We went to a permaculture do, and the guy there showed how to dispatch and literally field dress a chicken because he skinned it rather than plucking it, just to show you how fast you could do it. And he said it has to go in the compost bin. He technically couldn't. Did he say he couldn't feed it to his dogs even? Couldn't even feed it to his dogs because of regulations, because it was done in front of people. So yeah, the regulations are there. We haven't looked into it. We're just word of mouthing it at the moment. But yeah, so did we fix our lawnmower? It's back in, getting fixed again, Anna. It's the power, the axle is the drive in the axle. I want to say it's a hydrostatic drive. Yeah, it's a hydrostatic drive. He thinks it's on its way out, so it looks like it's a replacement, which is about $1,500. So yeah, we're going to get that fixed, and then start saving up for the lawnmower again, because I had to buy a new laptop. So yeah, it's on the mend at the moment. Getting the work done. Need to ring him in the morning. John's mower, Childers mobile mower, for anyone locally. Awesome guy, great service. Comes, picks them up. Great to chat to. I'm going to give him coffee next time. Make the job more enjoyable, the stay more enjoyable. Loves the chat. So yeah. How can you support us better? Share the videos. Want to share the videos? There's super chats. If you want to donate, you can support us through the members, YouTube members. And see, Bianca's always saying I need to spruik myself more. But yeah, you can become a member on YouTube, even better. Join our farm, your own yard members site. There is a link down below the description of this video, mainly because YouTube take a sizable whack of any money from a member, whereas the other Farm Your Own Yard is my own website. I also do aquaponic consulting. If you're into aquaponics, and $75 US for that one. I did it so it worked out at around about $100 Australian. And for that, you not only get an hour online face-to-face consultation, ask Daniel, ask anyone who I've done a consultation with. You get membership for 6 months to the Farm Your Own Yard site and the Facebook page. You also get to text me, call me if you're local and in Australia, and I can help you out. Follow-up emails and all that for however long you need to answer the questions that you did the consultation for. Also have a shop. My sale will be awesome. Where's my prop? Oh. The awesome Queensland Nutbuster, made by Nigel here in Australia, handmade, awesome, buy them, links to the shop down below. I also have a load of aquaponic stuff behind the council. I bought out a few lots from the aqua gardening. I've got some neem sprays, some eco oil, eco neem. I got kelp stuff for the backyard garden as well, kelp supplements. I'm really bad at spruiking stuff. Have a look at the link below. What's that? Where's my glasses? I've even got some cooling fans for hydroponics. Yes, the Rescue Remedy Kelp Kira, some testing for calcium and iron for you aquaponics folks and hydro folks. Ammonia testing, gaffer tape, just for the boot of the car with the zip ties, drop cloth. Don't know why. That's another hobby. Oh, that's roadkill collection. Yeah, roadkill. Press the like button. Yes, you can do that. You can shop with us.
I'm quite amazed how pressing the like button.
Yeah, pressing the like button and leaving a comment. If you're watching this later, leave a comment if you stayed around this.
YouTube is so fickle.
Yeah.
And just
I haven't posted videos regularly for a while, and they've just stopped. I've had people saying we're no longer even getting notifications. So whatever YouTube say they're not doing, they're doing it. My views are down to the point where I'm back to what I was years and years ago view-wise. So, but it's my fault as well. I've been posting videos, but yeah, life has been getting in our way. That's life. I'm not going to moan and groan.
It says you've got to stop into Pacific Macadamia and Holland Farmers Market to stock your nut.
Yeah, I don't make the nutcrackers. I only sell them online for Nigel. So if they sell them through there, I'm missing out on business. So yeah,
we are contemplating a market stall.
Yeah, Nigel wants me to go to the markets. So I think Shalom would be a good one. Even the Apple Tree Creek market, we went to that yesterday. Bianca does a few bits and pieces as well. Bridge between. So I'll put a link to that down below if you're interested into the services she offers.
It's a bit different.
It's a bit different. A lot of people, yeah, a lot of people. Woohoo, awesome. Yeah, so that's down below. There's a big moth behind my head. Yeah, different ways you can support us. The markets, yeah, stocking the macadamia nuts at the markets, and Bianca will do her stall at the markets for her bits and pieces. Kira's walking around looking for a business card, I think, for Bianca. Bridge between. There'll be a link below. I'll put it in after. So yeah, that's the ways you can support us. So get to me if you're local. Oh, I hope I haven't watched this. Amanda, met her at a local service station, and yeah, she said good day.
And we met her husband at the tent.
No, that was someone else.
Oh,
that was someone else. G'day to you folks as well. They do chickens locally, and yeah, and I met a hubby at the tip of all things. He was looking at me. I get these people who look at me and they're looking angry. I'm thinking, oh my God, what have I done? And it's their thinking face. And they're, oh, are you Rob? Like these guys that were eyeing me off in Ipswich, the Riverlink. And I thought, oh my God, I'm up for it. And he just had a really intense thought face. He came up, oh, I got to shake your hand.
Yeah. Oh my God, love the beard.
Yeah, one of the two. There's Bianca's bridge between. It's all back to front. So Bianca, Site K facilitator. I also am a Site K facilitator. Property cleansing, soul reading, and clearing Akashic records and tarot reading, if you're into any of that. So Bianca does that on the side. So yeah. Life's all, I got to say it carefully. I've said it wrong so many times, I don't want to say it wrong live in case YouTube ding me. But g'day, mate. Yeah, let me know when. It is Julie. Hello, Julie. It was Julie I met. Hello, Julie and hubby and kids. So other locals. And yeah, we have met some other locals. But anyway, I should probably leave it there. Otherwise, yeah, I saw that. Okay, keep up with it. Jeez. Yeah, but anyway, we will pretty much will leave it there. Go have our lamb roast. I have gone a bit weird. I am so tired. So tired. I need food. Yeah. Oh, that's why I went chooky. Chooks. She's got some chooks. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. I will pretty much will see you next week. I will try my best to do a quick video while I'm down at Ipswich. Do an aquaponics one of sorts because I do have some questions for that. Actually, if you do have any aquaponics videos, leave them down below this and I'll try and shoot a video. See? Any aquaponics questions, leave them in the comments below this video. And I will look at doing a Q&A while I'm down in Ipswich, in between doing dad stuff and Kira stuff. And yeah, we'll try and do a bit of a Q&A. Yeah, next week, aquaponics wise. Thank you very much, folks. See you all later. And I've got to work out how to turn this off on YouTube. Here we go. So it doesn't look silly. So anyway, love you all. Thank you very much for all the support to all you supporters out there. And we will see you next video. Cheers all. Take it easy.
Bye.
And
Are you sure?
I think I'm sure. Yes.